It's literally just started to rain, but I'm going to crack on. Here's 5 things I love about my Polo GTI. Now, as I say, with all of my cars, I wouldn't have it if I didn't love the car. So take it with a pinch of salt. I really do love this car and the potential the car has got. That being said, here's 5 specific things that I love. There's a bit of rain on the lens. I'm hoping it doesn't affect it too much. Thing number 1, it's not really at the front, at the back, it's more at the front. It's the styling and how it's like a baby Mark 5 Golf. Like, you've got similar grills, similar headlights kind of thing. Obviously it's not the same, I'm not saying that, but side by side when I was with my friend's one, very similar. Now the interior is like the same car, like the steering wheel is the same, the clocks are the same. It's literally a baby Mark 5 Golf, which I just think is so sick. And it's like the 6N GTI was a bit naff. I don't care what anyone says, it was a bit naff. These were the first like proper one, obviously 1.8 turbo. The potential these have got is mental. So for it to be like a homage kind of thing to the Mark 5 Golf, I just think that's so sick. Speaking of which, the second thing that I love about this car is the engine. Obviously I'm not going to open it up, but it is a 1.8T BKL, I believe the engine code is. Basically a Mark 1 Cupra, Mark 1 Audi S3, that kind of car. 1.8 turbos. One of the most tunable engines ever made. Obviously it's a Volkswagen product. This is one of the first cars that it went into, not the first, but like this, I believe this is the first GTI Polo they ever made as well. No, that's a lie, I literally just said this, the 6N had the GTI. This is the first proper GTI, in my opinion. That may be controversial, maybe it won't be. What I'm trying to say is they took a risk with this car, putting the engine in it. It's heavily detuned, it's 150 horsepower, like there's a lot more potential. But for a car this size and this weight and all that kind of stuff, what they did was so sick. And the potential these have, which is pretty much why I've got the car, the potential. They are just incredible. So you check out my other video to see my full plans on this car. But yeah, number 2 has to be the engine. I just think this is going to be quicker than my Golf R was, and that's crazy in a car of this size. Thing number 3 is controversial. It's the wheels. Now I know a lot of people take these off and swap them out. I do have plans to take them off, don't get me wrong, but I'm in no rush. I think they look sick. Obviously they're similar to the Mark 5 GTI and the Mark 6 as well. Obviously the Mark 6 came out after, but they're very similar design. I don't really like the colour finish on them. It's been done well, they've been refurbished well. I just don't like dark wheels, but the design of them, in my opinion, looks sick. And obviously again, it's like a homage to a Mark 5 GTI. I'm starting to think I should have just bought a Mark 5, but no, genuinely I think looks wise ish, this car is 10 out of 10. I think there's a couple of things that I hate, which I'll be talking about in the 5 things I hate, such as like how it doesn't really look like a GTI unless you know. But if you do know, I just think these look so sick. Obviously it needs a cut front bumper to look tidy, but the wheels, the engine, like it's things like that, they could have gone half-assed on it, but they did, in my opinion, they did the car properly. And yeah, it is so much fun, even in standard form. Thing number 4 is controversial. It's the seats. Now obviously everyone loves the tartan seats. I am a sucker for a tartan seat, but I just think these are cool. Like, I didn't intend to get one with these seats, like the GTI imprint and everything. I didn't intend to get one with these seats. It just so happened that it was a big spec and it was hard to say no, especially for the price I paid. They're in very good nick. I might swap out, because this one's getting swapped out either way. I might swap that one to a tartan one. I'm not too sure on my plans just yet, but these seats do actually look quite cool. They're comfy as well. This is so spongy, it's incredible, especially coming from a Mark 6 with wingback seats. As cool as they looked, I make no secret of the fact they hurt my back. They were cool and I wouldn't have it any other way, but Jesus Christ, they were uncomfortable. 5th and final thing that I love about my Polo GTI is the price. Now I underpaid for it, but overall you can get ones from like 2.5 to 4 grand depending on condition. I think these are really good value. It doesn't take much for them to be really fast as well. Obviously stage 1 would be like £400. That takes it up to 200 horsepower. And as I keep saying, in a car of this size and this weight, even if you're not going to strip it out, it's just amazing. Like, I think value, the new Polo GTIs are overpriced as hell. Like a bottom spec one is like 7, 8, 9 grand. Obviously this isn't like a new car, it's all quite old. Inside it looks old, but if you're looking for a fun car with a lot of potential, it's hard to look any further than this. If you know me, you know I love these kind of cars, like the early 2000s stupid cars that shouldn't really be made, but here we are. This is another one of them. I love this car, I truly do love this car. So let me know your thoughts. If you do enjoy this car or what's to come of it, leave a like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you again when these go on the car, plus a lot more. So yeah, cheers.